Hi, it's Jamie with JamiesArtsalaCartes. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. So today we're going to begin working on this sign. We'll begin by sanding it, giving it a good coat of paint, and then varnish. Alright, we got a lot to do. Let's get to it. Well, there's our welcome sign, all spray painted. We're going to let it set and cure, and then we'll get to start the fun part. Alright, I think this one's going to turn out really pretty. Alright, it's all dry, and now it's time to start the fun part. So I'm going to start with this little base, which I'm going to consider to be the vine. And I'm going to paint it green and gold. And give it a two-tone. That just about does it. So we'll let this dry, and then I'll come back to you and we'll start our next color. There we go. Alright, so here we have our green that's dry. I did go ahead and paint the back of the butterflies. So now I'm going to let that dry a little bit more, but what I can do in the meantime is I'm going to polka dot the ribbons, and then on this part I may make some ladybugs. We'll just have to see how that all turns out. Alright, I'm thinking I don't like that. So, what I need to do, I'm going to turn the ribbons red. That'll give me that bright color I'm looking for. And that's just how you can just change that. So I may do a white polka dot on the red. Thinking out in the sun needs to look a little bit different than what I had going. Alright, we have our bows painted, our ladybugs put on, our other ribbon, and now I want to go ahead and get the first coat on the butterflies. So I think I'm going to do one in a bright purple and one in a bright orange, and then we'll have contrasting colors to go with them. Good shake. That one sounds pretty loose, not for metal. There we go. Alright, we're just going to dry up our brush a little bit. And we're just going to give it a first coat to just sort of get the paint on there. So this is called Nectarine. So it's a nice soft orange, and we may come in once we've got this paint on the metal and go ahead and put that brighter orange on there. So let's turn this around. This is the one we want to get to. I think I've got it pulled away from all the ribbon to make it a little bit easier. Get a good shake. And this is a pearly kind of paint. Should be super pretty. It would definitely need 2 coats, if not more. these dry, get another coat put on them, let those dry, and then I'll come back to you. There's our first coat. Alright, here we are. I went ahead and finished the back. Got our butterflies. Got a nice little color going on there. It's all dry. So now I would like to go ahead and put the white polka dots on these two little ribbons here. Should be super simple to do. A brand new white paint here. I'm going to go with a super small tip here. And we're just going to put just a few little polka dots. Alright, here's our ribbons. Let's wipe off our brush. It's ready for something else. Now I want to do a little experiment. I want to see, without messing our little bows up, see if I can use a Sharpie on these dots. So what I want to do is give some little dots, give a little half moon for the head. So it'll look something like this. Let's see if you can see that one. Okay, so we're going to go dot, 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 half moon, fill it in, antenna, antenna, and some little legs. So they'll look something like those. I'm not going for realism, just going for fun. So again, I'm just doing dot, half moon, And some antenna. And then some little legs. Let's see if I can get this where you can see it. So I'm just doing dot, 3 little random dots, little half moon, antenna, and then just some little legs. So we've got our ladybugs done, except for I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because you can never have enough. It's like glitter, you can never have enough. So I went ahead and added those, and once they're dry, I'll go ahead and spruce those up. But what I want to do, I want to add just some accents to the butterflies. So this one's going to be a blue and purple kind of butterfly. I just want to wipe some of that paint off. I just want to, maybe on the outside edge. Yeah, I want to make it lighter, so let's see. I want to this white needed to be all the way dry so that I can just trying to get a little highlight effect. Do this so we don't make a mess. All right. I think our purple butterfly is good. Then we'll add some black lines. Give it a little bit of definition. Now let's jazz up this orange butterfly. I want to add some yellows to it, which is ironic because we started with yellows, right? But put that brush in there. Okay, let's see what we can do here. go ahead and go back to our palette. Just want a super light, translucent kind of color. Alright, we will let this all dry and work on the rest of our ladybugs and put some definition to our butterflies. Alright, it's coming together. Alright, it's dry, so let's get us some details added. Over here, if you take too much off, just add it back on there. I think we'll leave those alone. Give that just a minute to dry. Alright, here is our wreath as we've got it painted. We've got our ladybugs on there. We've got our butterflies done. I did put a little dots around the edge to sort of just jazz it up a little bit. I'm going to create a hanger because I cut this one off. Wasn't really happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this spider wire and I'm just going to create a little hanger up here. Alright, we're going to use this for our clear spray. And we're just going to do multiple coats. Colors are really popping. Here is our metal welcome sign. It's hanging on the she shed. I think it came out really pretty. It was an old faded sign that we found at one of the vintage shops. And this restoration project, we're going to call it a success. Really happy with how it came out. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? If you have subscribed, thank you very much. And well, until next time, happy crafting!